No, how do you guys feel about big name producers excuse me, how do you guys feel about a big name producer compared to a lesser known one using samples that you've heard before from other songs? Do you not like the songs as much, or can you tolerate it?
I don't have a problem with it. Just because if you're sampling it, you know, Guru said it best. You don't own any loops. Okay.
Unless you do.
Well, yeah, unless you do.
Unless you do.
But, you know, I just remember, this is, of course, this is going old school, but I remember, you know, whoever did Big Papa was not the first person to try to freak between the sheets, and wasn't the last.
Right.
You know, because then Between the Sheets wound up being Summer Miami for Jim Jones. Shout out to Diplomats once again. And then became Ignorant-ish for Jay-Z on American Gangster. So,
yep.
No, I have no issue with that at all.
Yeah.
The purist in me usually will look at, if I see Just Blaze was one of my personal favorites. If I see him sampling something that's been sampled over and over and over again, and he doesn't flip it away where I'm like, oh man, I didn't even see that coming, the snob in me, quote unquote, will be like, come on, man.
But that's less about the sample and more so about what he does with it.
Okay.
Because he freaked. Oh, you know, Freudian slip almost. Super freak.
I see.
You know,
he chopped that up. Now he chopped that up.
I know, but somebody could, if he said, yeah, I'm about to do this to Super Freak, and it'd be like, you mean the record that Hammer had?
Yeah.
You know, but then, you know, Nicki Minaj has a record called Super Freak right now.
Definitely a different
that's a completely different vibe.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's what you think, Lone?
I'm back and forth on it. I'll never forget, I got beat in a beat battle once by somebody who voted for somebody who literally just used the same exact loop portion that Tribe used on something, and the beat wasn't even better than mine either. But
that too.
It was two things. But so that was kind of weird. But at the same time, I was in a showcase as well, iStandard showcase, where I played a beat, and one of the producers was like, "Well, I just don't like when producers flip records of known." Literally, this question, right? It was Analogic, I believe, said that. Analogic. Who are the two producers that produced for Lupe's first album? It was
Soundtrack
and the other guy.
I can't remember the other guy.
It was the other guy.
Okay.
And it's always stuck with me that he said that, because I thought my flip was dope, and it was different. It was a Mandrill sample that Kanye did 2 words with Mos Def on.
Great song.
Yeah, the original's dope, but I think I did it due diligence. But anyways, I don't know. I feel like realistically, as long as there's, I don't know, I'm a fan of like making it new.
That's what sticks out to me.
You know, it's like if you can take the sample and you can kind of make it sound not exactly cut and paste from something else, and yeah, I'm cool with it. But if you're just taking something that's like absolutely the same, yes, prolific. Thank you, Nate.
Prolific, that's right.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was dope. He was dope too, by the way. Shout out to Prolific.
But yeah, I feel like as long as you freak it, I think that's really all that really matters, to be honest.
That's a good question, though. I like that question. That's a good question. But I understand what you're saying, Lone. It can, like when you brought up the MC Hammer joint, he chopped that mug.
But then when you think this is the crazy thing, and I understood the criticism. I want to say who did Thief's theme off of Salam Remy, and then when he hears Hip Hop Is Dead by will.i.am, I can understand where he's like, "Are you serious?"
Yeah.
Thief's theme, is that Ghostface? What is that?
No, you thinking about Thief's theme is Nas that sampled Inagata-Davida, I believe is
yeah.
Inagata-Davida, yeah.
So, which was dope too, because the way he did it with the drums and everything was fire.
And then when I heard,
slowed down a little bit, it was dope.
Then there was like, oh no, but will.i.am has got this heat, and I was like, you mean the less good version of the joint Salam Remy just did like a year ago?
And it's like an obvious sample.
Yeah.
It's not like even like a B-side Bob James record or something. It's like
if you're gonna do something with something real obvious, and
they definitely took the obvious route.
Yeah.
I will say that, but
those are the type of beats I hated when Nas rapped on. It's like,
On that one, and Thief's theme.
I just
Thief's theme or hip hop is dead.
Thief's theme.
I like Thief's theme.
Actually, I don't even know the difference.
When you hear it, you'll know the difference.
I don't know what song sounds like. If they're the same sample, you said they're the same sample too.
Yeah.
When you hear it,
he rapped 2 different songs with the same sample.
Exactly. That's yeah. This is when
that's weird.
But when you hear
really
the 2 versions, you're gonna be like, I like that one better.
You'll be like,
than
Thief's
the
theme
other
is
one.
clearly a superior record.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I see.
So
fair enough. It's
and
probably,
I don't think Salon Remy gets the credit he deserves, and I'm tired of saying that over and over
he's
again.
had an
but that
emergence
dude
in the
is
last
nice.
few years.
Yeah,
That dude is talented, man. That's a bad boy on the production. So he made our list, didn't he?
I think
sure
so.
hope so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.